So a few months ago when it was cold, I wasn't sure what kind of video I wanted to make at the time. So I made a post asking people to ask me some questions that I could answer in a video. Then I started recording that video and I was like, I don't know. This isn't really something I want to do. But there was one question that I got that I found was kind of interesting, and it was, how do I come up with ideas for my videos? And I had to think about that because I really don't know how I come up with ideas for videos. Most of the time, I'm just sort of doing it as I go and making it up as I go. But coming up with ideas or concepts for videos is actually more difficult than you might think. You know, videos that actually get views, that is. Because I'm not just doing this, spending all this time making these videos for no one to watch them. You know, I could do things like tutorials, product reviews, but it's not really my style, and I feel like that stuff's sort of boring and not very interesting. I would rather try to find something that's interesting to do than just, this new product came out, let's buy the new product. Like, I'll never talk about these new HDzero goggles that came out. I don't care. And the one thing I never want to do when I make videos is just a generic vlog where I'm like, hey guys, we're out here in the drone spot about to fly our drones around, and we got a guy over here that I fly drones with and another guy that flies drones with me sometimes too. And then now we're gonna go fly our drones. Here's the drone flight. And then that's the video. And you know, it's fine if you make videos like that. It doesn't matter, it's totally cool, whatever. Just for me though, I try to put something together with a cohesive story of some sort. Even if it's a very loose story, I still wanna have some sort of story to tell that's somewhat interesting. Even if it is at the core level very boring, like whatever it is that I'm doing right now, I still wanna have some sort of underlying message or something that people can follow. Which I've been trying to record this video that you're watching right now for the past like 2 weeks. And I've recorded footage, I've cut footage out, I've deleted footage that I didn't like because I really couldn't settle on anything. And I still don't know what I'm going to do. So instead of making a video about a very specific topic or thing, I'm just gonna, you know, sort of raw dog this one, as they say. All right, so I'm looking under this little bridge here for some ideas, and I've yet to find anything interesting that I could do. But a little bit of fact about this bridge. This bridge has a road on top of it. And it's called the bird tunnel because there used to be, as you can see, birds that somebody painted, like a muralist painted these birds. And then people came down here and graffitied over all of it, which, you know, I like graffiti, I support graffiti, but don't fuck up other people's art with your shitty throw-ups, you know what I mean? That's just my opinion. Well, at least I flew my tiny whoop a little bit in here, and that's, you know, that's really all I needed to do. Got a good pack around here, but I'm gonna move on to another spot and see if I can find a better idea for this video. Not a lot of good ideas down here. So after spending some time under that bridge and realizing there's no good ideas here, there's nothing going on here, I went to Ohio State campus. There's this place that I go and fly over there sometimes, just fly little tiny whoops, because it's a really cool place to fly tiny whoops, a lot of obstacles, whatever. And I realized there's nothing here either. I couldn't find any ideas at this point. So I even spent a couple of days coming down to this river here, you know, swimming in that shit water, getting drunk, just hoping that, you know, the combination of the alcohol and the possibility of getting a parasitic brainworm, I would somehow get the inspiration for a new video. That didn't happen. So here I am, I'm back. Hopefully nature and no alcohol and no potential brainworms will give me an idea. Maybe there's some ideas over here. Oh wait, is this an idea? No, it's just a bait. Okay, so I did actually, one thing I remembered that I want to mention, that I forgot that I was going to mention. A few months ago, I stated that I was going to be making an FPV documentary, and that's still happening. It's just a matter of getting things set up and doing that. It's a lot of work to do that, and I need to be able to travel. Hopefully in August, I'll be going to Beast of the East in Cleveland. Then hopefully I'm going to Philadelphia to meet up Botgrinder. Also, hopefully, I'm going to try to go to Oregon in August to the FPV park. Those are 3 things that I hope that I can get some content for this documentary. So that's that, if anyone cared. This is probably the most pointless video that I've ever made, honestly. I don't really know where it's going at this point. I'm here in the middle of the woods trying to figure out what the video is going to be. It's almost as if the video in itself is a video about what the video is. It's a super meta. It's meta. That's it. It's like deep and you just really got to read between the lines. But in reality, this video is more or less for me to just sort of get out and actually make something and actually record something just to get it going, because I haven't been publishing a lot lately because I've sort of run out of ideas on what I can talk about within the scope of FPV drones. One thing I don't want to do is I don't want to just for the sake of making a video be like, well, since I make FPV content, I got to get my FPV drone out, and then I got to go fly my FPV drone and talk about some FPV thing. I mean, there's only so many FPV things I can talk about before it gets tired and boring. And then eventually I'm just going to have to repeat myself over and over. And so I just need to go out and make something and hopefully figure something out. We'll see. You know, maybe I'll just like wander around the woods for a little bit today. Maybe I'll just spend a little bit of time wandering around the woods and trying to figure out what it is I'm gonna do here. Maybe I'll just live here. Maybe this is where I'll live from now on. You know, maybe that'll help me figure out what to make videos about. The struggle is real.